So hello everybody, good evening, welcome to Office Adda 247. This particular video will serve as the base for your preparation of IFS examination, which will be held on 2nd of November 2025 only. We have seen in the previous cycle that was held in 4th of May 2025 only that various topics of your IFS syllabus has been included in the examination. The questions were asked from those topics which were not there in the previous cycles. In October 2024, in May 2024, no question were asked from those topics, but this time around IBFS asked, or you can say touched, those topics as well. So we will be elaborately discussing that what all important topics are there in the syllabus. We will basically break down the syllabus for you so that you will be in a position to see for yourself that these are the important topics. But before that, I want to clarify one thing, that if you are targeting the 2nd November examination, then you must have these particular steps for your initial preparation. You must include these steps in your preparation journey. Why? Because ultimately you have to be very diligent when it comes to qualifying this examination. You cannot be having second thoughts when we talk about the strategy. So what will be the strategy? The initial strategy must be to have the important modules, units and subtopics. These are the you can say initial things which you cannot miss, and we will be talking about these only in this particular video. Then next is note making. You should not ignore making notes from the topics which you have studied, and revise them regularly. Revision is also very important. Since right now we have good amount of time, so you can make sure that you are addressing these issues as well. Next is practice. You must practice a lot, and relevant questions only. Relevant MCQs must be solved on regular basis, because we have seen that ultimately if you leave 1 or 2 units, the examination is not that tough, the syllabus is not that tough. But why the examination is difficult to crack? Because of the questions. The questions which IBF asks is really tough. So practice a lot. Then you need to evaluate where you went wrong. You must learn from your mistakes. And lastly, be exam ready. You must expect the unexpected. And we have seen in PPB, in RBWM, in AFM also, that maximum questions were asked from numerical. So chances are high that in next cycle, in next exam cycle, which will be held on 2nd of November, IFS paper might have some numericals, some good weightage of numericals. So do not leave them as well. Now let's move on to the syllabus discussion. As you know that in total there are 45 units in IFS examination, and when we talk about the number of modules, they are 4 like other subjects. Now these 4 modules are divided in a way that first 2 modules will be talking about the economy, the economic development. In the next 2 modules, that is C and D, we will be talking about the financial markets and how the Indian financial market has evolved, what all para-banking services are there in the market, and how the banking structure will be inculcated in these financial markets. Fine. So let's start with module A. The discussion here will be based on the Indian economic architecture. The initial chapter, the first chapter, that is overview of Indian economy. You will be having the past trends, and you will also be learning the present trends which are going on in the economy. So basically 1 or 2 concepts are very important here, like your World Bank classification of the per capita income. Next, the most important topic which you can say from this particular unit is the Angus Madison database. So these 2 topics you cannot skip when we talk about unit number 1. So the structural changes, one of the important topic. Next we have sectors of Indian economy. Here the most important topic is the sunrise sector of Indian economy. In the previous cycles, not in May 2025, but previously, mostly you will find one question from this particular topic always. Then we have economic planning in India, Niti Aayog. Here the types and achievement of planning is very important. You cannot skip this particular topic, and specifically if there are certain initiatives which are being taken in, let's suppose 6th 5-year plan, 8th 5-year plan, 4th 5-year plan, you must know that who has made those initiatives. Then role of priority sector and MSME in the economy. Although in May 2025 the number of questions from this topic, or you can say this chapter, were very less, but again you cannot be very sure that no question will be asked from this particular unit, because this unit has the most important topic in the entire module A, that is your RBI guidelines on priority sector lending. And then the initiatives which are there in MSME, the recent initiatives, be it your Atmanirbhar Bharat, then you have Make in India, Startup India, Stand Up India scheme, Sphurti scheme, Aspire scheme, all these schemes are very, very important. Next unit is infrastructure, including the social infrastructure. Here all the initiatives, again entire initiatives, be it for the physical infrastructure or the social infrastructure, they are very, very important. So you cannot ignore this chapter. Along with that, one major thing which you must note here is the data points. All those data, the relevant data, the latest data points are important for your examination. Next, globalization, its impact on India. Basically, what do you mean by deglobalization? What is the meaning of your protectionist measures? These are the two important topics. After that, unit number 7th, you will find economic reforms. Now these economic reforms will be replicated in module C also, because certain committees are there in unit 7 which will be elaborately discussed in your unit number 20th, 21 and 22. But here you will find the base, that economic reforms, why LPG reforms happened in our country. So that they are important, the LPG reforms. Next we have unit number 8, the FTP, Foreign Investments and Economic Development, your FTP policy 2015-20 given in the book, but for the examination point of view you must include the FTP 2023 as well. At least the important points in this particular FTP, they must be included in your preparation. Next, the difference between FDI, FII. What is hot money? Fine, FII is the hot money. The question was asked in May 2025. Next we have the unit number 9th, International Economic Organization, World Bank, IMF. When we talk about the organizations, be it World Bank Group or your IMF, or for that matter your WTO, these three are very, very important. Regional economic operations, not that important, but when we talk about World Bank Group, you must be clear that what all 5 institutions are there. Along with that, you must know that what is the background story of World Bank. Plus, when we talk about IMF, you should know the SDR mechanism. That SDR mechanism entails to what? SDR mechanism is based on what? SDR mechanism used to be having what kind of currencies, or for that matter what kind of gold, what kind of your US dollar, all these things, whatever was there in the past and what is happening in the present. Next is climate change, your SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, very important unit I would say again, because the 17 SDGs are very, very important. Along with that, one topic of your corporate social responsibility is again very, very important. Then we have issues facing the Indian economy. The basic discussion will revolve around the poverty in India, the educational trends in India, plus whether we are able to breach the mark of jobless growth or not. So discussion point is there, not that important when we talk about or compare it with the other units. Okay, so this will conclude the module A. Then we will be moving on to module B, where the economic concepts will be studying in depth. Fine. So in-depth analysis will be there when we talk about the microeconomics. In-depth analysis will be there when we talk about the theories of rate of interest. Along with that, the monetary policy committee, that is very, very important. Plus you must be knowing that the inflation, how the inflation works, and your GDP aggregates. All these are very, very important topics of your module B. So economic concepts related to banking. First of all, unit number 12th, we'll talk about the fundamentals of economics, the basic definition of economics, the 3 definitions of economics. Along with that, the types of economies, they are very important. Then we have supply and demand. In supply and demand, you must be very clear when we talk about the MCP, market clearing price. Then what do you mean by the law of demand? What are the exceptions to law of demand? These are some important topics. Then we have money supply and inflation. Here numerical can be asked based on your GDP deflator, based on your measures of money supply, based on the measure of inflation. So a very important chapter, you cannot ignore this chapter. 14th chapter is highly important when we talk about the entire module B. Then you have theories of interest. Now this particular unit will give nightmare to many. Fine, this unit is the toughest unit of the entire curriculum of your IFS, and when we talk about the coverage, we try to cover it from the very basic and then jump on to the monetary policy and fiscal policy, the mechanism of monetary policy and fiscal policy, and how the theories of rate of interest will be chipping in to explain us that particular mechanism. So a very important unit, I would say. If you want to understand the crux of rate of interest, definitely this is the unit you must target. ISLM curve plus your Adam Smith's theory will be provided by the classical economists. Then J.M. Keynes will come and say something about the liquidity preference theory, and ultimately Hicks and Hansen will combine all those important points from these two theories and will come up with the ISLM curve. So we will see that these particular topics will ultimately be provided. In the end, they will be providing what? How the rate of interest are fluctuating when we talk about either the fiscal policy or the monetary policy. Next, we talk about the unit number 16th, business cycle. Relatively a very small unit, I would say. Only two topics are there. What are the characteristics of business cycle? What are the phases of business cycle? Then we have unit number 17th, monetary policy, fiscal policy. Here you will find mostly the topics which are covered are under your monetary policy only. Monetary policy, how the RBI ensures that inflation is under control, what is the inflation targeting, what all tools are there with the RBI to curb the inflation, to manage the inflation. All these things will be studying under this particular chapter. Fiscal policy will be talking about what measures government has taken so that the economic growth of our country will be ensured. Now, one interesting point here I would like to highlight is this, that unit number 17 has fiscal policy, but maximum portion of fiscal policy is lying in unit number 19, that is union budget. So we will try in the classes to cover these two chapters simultaneously. Unit 17th, afterwards directly will be jumping to unit number 19th. Then we'll move to unit number 18th, which is a separate chapter altogether, system of national accounts and GDP concepts. This GDP concepts is very important because here you will find good number of formulas. Approximately I would say 7 to 8 formulas are there, but if you know the base formula of the expenditure method of GDP, then you will be in a position to evaluate the remaining formulas. What is SNA? Basically standard format for entire globe, so that we can have the accounts, the you can say rule book, the base year in a particular frame. So we will be studying that also in depth. Next is module C. Now from here you will find good amount of data points. Find data points refer to the year of establishment of a particular bank, then what kind of institution is there, the type of institution is there. Along with that, you must be very clear about the difference of various institutions. Fine. So this entire module C will focus on that only. That is the crux of this module. Indian financial system overview, the focus will be on basics only. When we talk about unit number 21, unit number 22 and your unit number 23, they are very important, highly important units of module C. Indian banking structure, you will be studying about the various types of banks which are there functioning in India, be it LAB, RRBs, small finance bank, payment bank, cooperative banks, and specifically the most important part is this, that is RBI guidelines. Then you have banking laws, RBI Act 1934, Banking Regulation Act 1949, highly important. Then we have DFIs. You need to memorize all the features of your DFIs, that is Development Financial Institutions. Most important DFIs are NABARD, EXIM, SIDBI and NHB, that is National Housing Bank. Then we have unit number 24th, which will be talking about the microfinance institutions. Here the SHGs again very important. And the program of SHG bank linkage, it is highly important when we talk about your unit number 24th. Along with that, JLGs, that is your joint liability groups. NBFCs, why it is important for our examination? Because ultimately when we talk about the Indian financial architecture, it talks about the commercial banks, the scheduled commercial banks, and your NBFCs as well. So it will act as one of the vertical of your Indian financial architecture. So NBFCs, what is the concept of NBFCs? What are the types of NBFCs? These are the normal things which everybody knows, which everybody must study. But the most important topic is concept of net owned fund. Fine, the owned fund, net owned fund. What is the glide path prescribed by the RBI, and what is the SBR, the scale based regulation, the regulatory framework for your NBFCs. It is being clubbed with the SBR. The SBR is clubbed with your glide path only till 2027. What is the net owned fund which every type of NBFC must attain? Then we have insurance companies. From here, question is expected in the form of numerical. Fine, because this particular topic is there in module D also. So insurance, when you are covering, so I would suggest that cover simultaneously for the chapter in module C and module D. One question is always there. Then 27th, Indian financial system, the regulators and their roles. All the regulators are important, be it RBI for your banking system, SEBI for your securities market, then you have for pension PFRDA, and for your insurance it is IRDAI. Then reforms and developments in the banking sector, not that important, but again the discussion which is going on in unit number 28, it will give you certain ideas about the future of our Indian financial architecture. Fine, so this will conclude the module C. Then we will move on to the most important module of your IFS exam based on the previous 4 exam cycles. Fine, we won't be saying this if you are talking specifically for your 4th of May examination. No, then all the modules are very important, because mostly you will see 20 to 25 questions from each module in that particular paper. So module D, financial products and services, unit number 29th, we will be talking about the financial markets. Price discovery is one of the important topic here under the unit number 29th. One thing which I would like to highlight here is that the financial products and services, the chapters, the length of the chapters are not that much. Fine, so you will have numerous chapters. So 29th till 45 you will have the module D only. But again I am saying this particular module is highly important when you talk about the important data points. From here questions can be asked again. In November you might see the resurgence of a number of questions from module D. So chapter number 30, money markets, you will be talking about the call market, BRDS, LTROs, RDS, then government securities, primary dealers. All these are very important topics when we talk about the unit number 30th. From unit 31 till unit number 45, all the topics are highly important. You cannot skip any topic. Fine. Normally what is the tendency of the students, that they try to cover the entire syllabus in last 1 month, although it is doable for some people, but mostly you will find it daunting when you are starting just a month prior to the examination date. So our advice is start from today only and cover all these units in depth. Questions are being asked from every unit. Like if I give you an example of insurance products, unit number 42, good amount of questions were asked, be it the APY, be it your PMJJY, all these schemes. These are very important. Direct questions were asked from these particular chapters. Normally we skip the important topics in these units. Why? Because we do not have time. But mark my words, these units are highly important. Factoring, forfeiting, trades, then lease and hire finance, purchase, then you have credit rating, credit source scoring. All these units, they will have good amount of questions in November as well. So do not skip any topic of these units. Fine. And one more thing I would like to highlight, that you must see the exam analysis. if you want to know more about the type of questions, if you want to know more about the level of questions which are being asked in the previous cycle, you must go through the exam analysis. We have dedicatedly made the playlist for the exam analysis on both the channels, Officer Adda 247 as well as on JAIIB CAIIB English Medium. You must watch both the channels, and you must have an overview of the entire exam analysis which was conducted by both the faculties, Aman ma'am and myself. So we have this particular session, the third shift. This is highly important because directly you can see all the 100 questions which were asked in the third shift. We have shortlisted the most important videos for you, and this particular video will serve as the most important one for your November examination. So start with this video if you want to have a look at what kind of questions will be asked, what are the questions which were asked, and what all topics we need to cover on priority. Fine. So third shift, 4th of May exam analysis, and the this particular link, the video link of this particular video will be pinned either in the comment section or in the description itself of this particular video. You will be getting the link, so do watch that. And if you have already prepared your mind that now I will be moving towards the examination, I am very serious for this exam, then I will highly recommend that you see the features of our success batch. This particular batch will serve as the one-stop solution for all your needs, whether it is IFS, whether it is PPB, AFM or RBWM. Here you will be getting the entire coverage of the syllabus through online live classes, test series and ebooks. So do have a look on this particular offerings and make up your mind that which course is better for you. How you can access, I'll be telling you, but if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the comment section right now or the live chat which you are watching. Fine. For all of you who are new to our channel, highly recommended that you must subscribe to the channel, that is JAIIB CAIIB English Medium, because we bring the latest updates for you in real time only. Fine. We do not keep on delaying the important stuff, and at the end of the day you will be keep on guessing that when the new video will be coming. No, not like that. Just subscribe to our channel and see for yourself that the important things are being covered or not. Okay, so when we talk about the course, yes, just go on to our website, that is Adda 247, and here you will find the tab of all courses. Click here, move to JAIIB CAIIB, and then for your JAIIB October 2025 there is a dedicated you can say segment. So here, success batch JAIIB October 2025, you can see that the online live classes are there, plus you will get the recording of those classes, plus you will be getting the mock test, the full length mock test if you enroll in the increment Mahapack. So all these things are there. How you will be enrolling? Just click on buy now and you will be redirected to the payment gateway. Here enter the coupon code, that is what, Y1003. Click on apply and you can see that maximum discount has been applied. Okay, so this will be the cart value and this is the coupon code which you can use for the maximum discount. Fine. So this was it from my side. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section, and we'll be addressing all the doubts as soon as possible. So on that note, we'll meet in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Take care.